through the misty fells, where the lake winds cry, with a map in hand and a twinkle in his eye. The hills echo steps of a wandering soul. A silver fox grins as he reaches his goal.
Which is the most miles you have to walk for Morning guys, back in the Lake District today, in my favourite area, Eskdale. You can see Heart of Fell behind me, but we're doing 10 fells today, fingers crossed. We parked at Wha House Farm and we're heading up the path now, and if I can try and remember them, we've got Goat Crag, Bull How, and then on to Whin Crag, then Dawsonground Crag, Cat Crag, Cam Spout Crag, then up to Slight Side, down to Great How, Whinscales, and finishing it off with the finally named fell of Peelplace Noddle. Noddle, is it? Noodle. I'm saying noodle. So we've got guests today. Mr. Dave Ostle, there he is, Dave Ostle Mighty Man. Go and subscribe, I'll put a link to his channel. So we'll get cracking and we'll bring you back at the top of the first fell. So this is us following a decent path. Rocky in places, but it's pretty straightforward. And we just keep following this until not far further up where we branch left and head towards first hill of the day, Bull Crag, at just over 300 meters. So there we are guys, a bit further up we can see Ostle, Green Crag, Heart of Fell. The little knobble there is a Burkitt Deming Crag, which we both get to do. And then in the foreground, under the sun, is Border End and Hard Knot, I believe. I would say so. And then you can't see but the forts on that ridge a bit lower down than Border End and Hard Knot. It's a cracking day. Alright guys, so that's us 20 minutes in and we've nearly made our first error. So the path down there, we were just merrily chatting away, bowling along on the path, and we realised, our first fell's up there. So now we're having to off-piste it through the brackens, heading up, and we'll pick up our first fell in not so very long at all. So I'll bring you back when we're at the summit. Right guys, we're out of the bracken. We've found a path and there's our first fell up there of Goat Crag. So guys, here we are into the summit of Goat Crag, 312 metres.
Yes, they can.
And it's a Burkitt and a Singe. It's got fantastic views, unbelievable. And it's got a bog. Look at that.
Hey.
Slight side, Scarfell. Is that Hill Crag, Dave?
Huh?
Hill Crag in the middle there. Crinkles, Bowfell. Brilliant. Alright guys, that's us just about to leave Goat Crag. Heading over the short trip over to Wha House. Just over there, look. That's us. We were just saying, people who don't come and do these outlying hills, missing out so much, aren't they, Dave?
Oh yeah, we'll probably never be back to this one, you
No,
know.
you don't see anybody, and it's just the views you get of the bigger fells is just amazing. Definitely worth doing these smaller fells. Just look on the map and you'll see, if you see a name written down, it's a little crag like that we're stood on now, and they're fantastic, really good. Right, let's get over to Wha House. We'll bring you back. We'll bring you back when we're over there. So this is Wha House in front of us. We haven't got our ropes, so we're not risking the temptation to go up its west face. We're heading towards that col, and hopefully there's a easier route behind. What a fantastic area. Absolutely fantastic. Change of plan, guys. We're going for it. We're going up here. We'll give it a go and we'll let you know if it's a route when we get to the top. Okay, that's us up the steep face. It was all right. It's a doddle, really. If you want the real easy route is just up that ridge, I think. But we like the fun route, so there we go. So summit's just over the back of Dave. All right, guys, second fell of the day. The Singe of Wha House, 308 metres. Well done, Dave.
High five.
Superb. So we think our next one is Whin Crag up there, then on to Dawsonground Crag, and then on to Cat Crag. No, there we go. That's us down from Wha House. Don't come off the west face, drop down north side, and it's easy enough. Crossing this marshy bit, heading for Whin Crag. All right, guys, that's it in front of us. The next hill to today, Whin Crag. Right, guys, here we are, the third hill of the day, the Burkitt Fell of Whin Crag. Fantastic. No cairn, but what views up over there to Slight Side, Scarfell, Bowfell, Crinkles, Hard Knot, Border End, Down Crag, Coniston Old Man, Harterfell, Green Crag, Dave Ostle, and in the distance Black Coombe. Okay, so that's us leaving Whin Crags, and that's heading over to Dawsonground Crags, which isn't too far away. We think it's literally just up and over there, a few hundred metres away, so I'll bring you back when we're on Dawsonground Crags. It might be just worth me saying, guys, if you are going to do this route, which you're probably not, but there you go. But if you are going to do this route, there's not many paths. As I suspected, paths don't really exist. You're basically in a straight line in it. from one fell to another, which is good in a way. I can imagine in the winter it'd be very, very boggy. So just bear that in mind. It's quite all right today because we haven't had any rain or decent rain for a fair few days. But it's a cracking walk, and the views we're getting are just absolutely stunning. I'll spin you around, I'll show you looking over down to Hard Knot and down the Eskdale Valley. Fantastic, it's just stunning. But yeah, definitely worth doing, but just bear in mind that it can be boggy. Okay guys, that's us on the final little pull up to the summit of Dawsonground Crags. Here we go guys, fourth summit of the day, Dawsonground Crags, 379 metres, 97 metres sorry, and it's a Burkitt and a Singe. Boom. Well done Dave. Look at the view of Scarfell and Slightside. Both fells in the clouds now. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, that's us leaving Dawsonground Crags now. And it's a straightforward yomp across pathless terrain to our next hill of the day, Cat Crag. It's still a fantastic day, look, as we're looking straight ahead towards Bowfell, just peeking there above through the clouds, and Slightside and Scarfell, but we're looking towards one of them lumps in the distance in the foreground there, which is Cat Crag. No. Alright guys, that's us dropped down from Dawsonground Crag, and we're now, this is one of the main paths if you were going up to Slightside and Scarfell. But we're just going to make a beeline for Cat Crag there straight in front of us, so it won't be too long before we're up on the summit. My second time up here. I think this is Catcomb Beck, just meandering and trickling down the valley. Yeah. So as I said, this is my second time up Cat Crag. I did the boring way last time, so this time we're going to do a bit of a little scrambly route just to add a bit of fun in the mix. Right, that's us onto the Cat Crag Massive. Summit's just up there. Right guys, here we are on the summit of Cat Crags, which is a Singe, 369 metres. Well done Dave. Round 2 for me of Cat Crags, and it's just as good as what I remember. So we can see Dawsonground Crags there where we've just come from, and then Wha House and Gully Crag further along. Stunning views. Stunning views. Yeah, over towards the Scarfells. Pen just where we were the other week. So Cam Spout Crag is our next target, if we can find it. I'm sure we will. So we've now just got a fairly decent walk now between the next fell, so we'll get cracking. Okay, that's us off the summit of Cat Crags now, back on the main path. So So we're going to try and find a route to Cam Spout Crags around the underside of the slight side. That's the plan. There's no path marks on the map, so we'll give it a go. We've got about 300 metres of ascent from where we are now to Cam Spout, so we'll see. But it's a beautiful day, so we'll take our time. That's us getting ever closer to the foot of slight side there. So it's just a case of trying to pick our way through the crags, trying not to stay too low but not going too high. So yeah, but that's what we're looking at. So we'll keep plodding on and we'll get there. We'll branched off the main path now. We've picked up this path here that's going in the direction we need to go, so we're going to take it. It's more than a sheep trod. This is a proper path that's been walked by human beings, so we'll take that as a compliment and we'll class ourselves as human beings.
This isn't a sheep trod, this is a main path.
That's what I said.
Oh, right. I thought you said it's a sheep trod.
No, I said it's more than a sheep trod.
Can't see footmarks like
It's going in the right direction, Dave. That's the main thing.
the right direction, and hopefully it's not a sheer cliff face. Otherwise we'll be skipping it.
That good track turned into a sheep trod, turned into no trod at all. So we're back to off-piste winging it underneath the crags of Slight Side, and we're heading up there to kind of that knobbly point in the middle of the shot, and then we'll take it from there. So that's where we've come from, Quite Green Moss over there. Bit of off-pisting, come to these rocks here. We can see Pen now that we did a few weeks ago. Behind that is Hill Crag. All fell in the clouds. Crinkles. Down to Eskdale. But we've a feeling that our fell is up there somewhere, so yeah, not too far away, but it looks like it's going to be a bit of scrambling. So that's down onto the Great Moss. Stunning views, stunning. Scrambling along the lower flanks of Slight Side. There is a plane wreckage on Slight Side. There's quite a bit further up, but coming down here we've found a piece down here, look. It's a small piece, but it's definitely some part of a plane. So yeah, I bet not many people have seen that. Maybe just me and Dave, to be honest.
Yeah.
This, and you've got this far. This isn't a route up to Cam Spout Crag. Don't attempt this way. Much better to go at it from down at the Great Moss. So it's kind of further round that buttress. Or we think it might be that buttress anyway. But so what we're going to do is we're going to head up Slight Side there. Get to Slight Side and then make a decision what we do with Cam Spout Crag, whether we do it as an out and back. But don't attempt this route. I mean, it's not difficult, it's just hard work. So we'll bring you back at the top of Slight Side. That's us reached the bottom of this gully that we're heading up now. So easy gully on Slight Side.
Easy gully.
Fecking rock hard gully. So I think we're going to need all our hands and feet for this one, so we're going to put the cameras away and we'll bring you back out at the top. So yeah. Right guys, we're getting there. Getting there, Dave.
Really?
I'll be lying if I said it's easy, but I'll also be lying if I said it's not. If it's not fun. It's great fun, brilliant fun, something a bit different. And I think we've made the executive decision possibly to skip Cam Spout Crag.
Yeah.
Because this is tiring. Very
It's taking
tiring.
all my energy. We've still got 3 more fells after this. So.
Yeah. So that's us now out the gully, up, out onto the fell side, and it's just a short jaunt to the fell of Slight Side. We've just said that there is a cairn there, so whether that's to mark for people to go down or what, I don't know, but it's tough. I wouldn't like to go down it, but what views down to the Great Moss, over to Bowfell, over to Scarlathing, Highgate Crags, up to Hill Crag, Scarfell Pike there, and Scarfell. So I would suggest that Slight Side's up over there somewhere. So let's get up there. This might be my 3rd time, well, it is my 3rd time Slight Side. It might be my 1st time with views. That's us now, just underneath the summit of Slight Side. So I'm going to bag that off. This will be our the 6th hill of the day. Yeah, 6th hill of the day. So we're going to sack Cam Spout off. It's that coming up that gully sapped our energy completely. It was fun, but it's hard work. So yeah, so let's get up Slight Side. Oh guys, here we are, approaching the summit of Slight Side. 762 metres. It's a Wainwright, Burkitt and a Cinch. First and only Wainwright of the day. The last time I was up here there was no cairn. Whether there is or not now I don't know. Oh, there is.
Just built it. There you go. Well done.
Well done, pal. Slight Side, what a view. Scarfell Pike. Scarfell. Broad Crag, sorry. Hill Crag. Bowfell. Crinkle Crags. Weatherlam, is that, Dave? Over there.
Weatherlam.
Is it? Great.
It will be, yeah.
Great Cars, Greyfriar, Old Man, Dow Crag. Yeah. And back down onto the Great Moss again. Guys, looking the other way, we've got Burnmore Tarn in the centre with Ilgill Head and Winrig behind. Burnmore Lodge in the sunshine down there. And then we've got Great How. What's the other one, Dave? Great How and
Whinscales.
Whinscales. And then Peelplace Noddle or Noodle. You can just make out Eel Tarn down there. Stony Tarn just to the left. Black Coombe way in the distance. Alright guys, hope you can hear me. I'm testing out my new microphone. The wind's finally decided to pick up on the way down off Slight Side. So perfect opportunity to see if it works and you can hear me. So yeah, so we've dropped off Slight Side now, heading our way down to cross Quaigrig Moss over to our next summit over there, near just beyond the tarns of Great How. So yeah, so fingers crossed the microphones are working a treat and you can hear me loud and clear. And we'll make our way over to Great How. That's us well and truly in the middle of Quaigrig Moss now, approaching all the little tarns and what looks like it's going to be wet ground, but you can see more now of Great How directly in front of us. So it's dry at the moment, but we shall see what it's like a bit further up. That's us in the middle of Quagwig Moss now. And we've got good views over to the western fells of Pillar and Yew Barrow and Red Pike, Black Star. Yeah, fantastic. So we're off piste now. We're just making a beeline for the summit. But there will be some diversions because there are some little tarnlets up here. Quagwig Moss completed. Slight side there where we had our lunch. So we've come over the moss. And now we're on the final pull up to the next summit of the day, which is does that rock look like a pig? Alright guys, so this is the Burkitt and Singe Fell of Great How, 522 metres. And again, just a fantastic fell. Absolutely fantastic. See for miles, all some of the big fells, the smaller fells, but the views are fantastic. So I can see, I'll spin you around in a bit, I can see over to Mosedale and the big fells over there, and you can still see over to Burkitt Fell and Whin Crag, and it's just fantastic. It's fantastic. So I'll spin you around and give you a bit of a 360. So just bear with me. So as I was saying, there's down into Mosedale. In the foreground you've got Yew Barrow, and behind that you've got Red Pike, Pillar in the centre, and over to the right, just peeking over the slopes of Scarfell, you've got Kirkfell. Scarfell itself, which we've just been saying from this side, is not very impressive at all. And then you've got slight side there where we were just before we had dinner. Bowfell just peeking behind. Crinkle Crags, Hard Knot in the foreground, Old Man, Coniston, Dow Crag, Burkitt Fell, Whin Crag, over to Black Coob, out to the sea, and then we've got Whin Rig, Hillgill Head, and then down below in front of you, Barry, you've obviously got Wastwater. Okay, so that's us off the summit of Great How on Eskdale Fell, and we're heading over to the next summit on Eskdale Fell, which is Whinscales. So we don't think it's too far away, but it's so lumpy and bumpy up here. It's a bit, sometimes it can be a bit difficult to pick these smaller little Burkitts and Singes out because they all kind of merge into one fell side. So the views up here are just brilliant, just absolutely brilliant. I mean, just look at that, just superb, superb. And do you know what, we've seen 2 people all day, 2 people, that's all. We're just sat on having our dinner, just off slight side, and 2 people walk past, and they're the only 2 people we've seen all day. Brilliant. Okay, here we are on the summit of Whinscales, our 8th summit of the day, 525 metres. It's Burkitt, and it's got amazing views. Fist bump, well done Dave, fantastic, love it. So we've just been saying, can't believe that anybody's been here for a while. It is in the middle of nowhere, but it's another hill bagged. Those great views down to Eel Tarn down there, and Stony Tarn, which you can't see at the moment, but we're on our way now to Peelplace Noddle, our last hill of the day. Okay, that's looking back to Whinscales that we've just come from. And now we're not too far away from our next target, Peelplace Noddle. I've been reliably told, but I like to call it Noodle. I think we can see the summit. I think it might have a cairn on it. Not too far away, just there. So should be there very shortly. Right, here we are on our final summit of the day. Peelplace Noddle, Noodle. You say potato, I say patata. And it's a singe.
Did we do that? We'll do that in your video.
306 metres. That's been a tough fell to get to. But look at them views. Fantastic. Superb. So it's down off Peelplace Noddle. Final fell of the day, so I think I'm going to wrap the video up here. So this has been a quag rig moss round. Took in 9 fells. So we started off with Whin Crag, Wha House, Whin Crag, Dawsonground Crag, Cat Crag. We missed out Cam Spout Crag. So then we did Slight Side, Great How, Whinscales, and finally Peelplace Noddle. So that's it for today. I'd like to thank Dave for turning up. Thank you very much, Dave. Loved it again. I'll put a link to his channel, and all that remains, I'll say thanks for watching, take care, and see you again. Bye now.